Hello friends, welcome back. So today we will continue with abnormal findings in chest X-ray. First of all, I request to all of you kindly like, share and subscribe the channel, and kindly go through the first two videos on normal chest X-ray so you can easily appreciate the difference between the normal and abnormal chest X-rays. So in this slide, this is the normal chest X-ray. I told in the previous video all of the normal findings. What are the normal findings in a normal chest X-ray? This is the trachea, tracheal shadow which is central. This is the lung parenchyma. This is heart shadow, cardiophrenic and costophrenic angles. So this is the normal. When we go through the abnormal X-ray, we will see each and every area one by one. This is the normal PA film, PA view of the chest X-ray. So first of all, we have to differentiate which is the right and which is the left side. In this X-ray, this is right side. This is left side. How will you differentiate between right and left? You can see the mark which is given by the X-ray technician, right and left. But if there is no mark, you can see the Fundy gas shadow on the left side. Now we will go through abnormal chest X-rays. So first of all, we have to see the area of consolidation. The area of consolidation is opaque white area like this. In this area, there is right upper lobe is opaque. So this is the area of consolidation. The typical of consolidation is, like you can see in this, is air bronchogram sign. These black shadows are the lining of the bronchioles in area of consolidation. This is typical of consolidation, air bronchogram sign. This may be seen on X-ray also. This is the CT film, so you can see in this film also these black shadows are air bronchogram sign with area of consolidation. In this CT film, they are bilateral area of consolidation with air bronchogram sign. So this is the area of right upper zone consolidation. In this X-ray, we cannot appreciate the air bronchogram sign. Now we will see the X-ray which are typical in tuberculosis. So in this X-ray, you can appreciate the infiltrates in right upper zone. This whole right upper zone. In tuberculosis, mostly upper zones are involved, either right or left. So you can see infiltrates on the right upper zone. In tuberculosis, the infiltrates are cotton wool like fluffy areas of consolidation or infiltration. So in this X-ray, you can see that bilateral upper zone involvement with fluffy opacities. Bilateral upper zone infiltrates. In this next X-ray, you can see the infiltrates in right upper zone. Here, these are the infiltrates which are also seen in tuberculosis. Other typical finding of tuberculosis is cavity. You can appreciate the cavity in this X-ray in right upper zone. This is the cavity. This is wall of the cavity. So you can easily appreciate the cavity in this X-ray. In this next X-ray, you can also appreciate the cavity in right upper zone with the surrounding area of consolidation or infiltrates. This black round is the cavity with the surrounding consolidation. Now we will see some of the X-rays which are typical of the pleural effusion. In pleural effusion, there is blunting of the costophrenic angle. Like here, you can appreciate the costophrenic angle. On right side, it is almost clear. But here, this is completely opaque. So this complete opaque area is area of effusion. Here there is left-sided pleural effusion. The fluid required to obliterate this costophrenic angle is around 250 to 300 ml. This is for lateral costophrenic angle. For posterior costophrenic angle around 75 ml fluid is sufficient to obliterate the posterior costophrenic angle. So if there is blunting of the costophrenic angle, pleural effusion is present. In this X-ray, you can see the pleural effusion on the right side. The additional thing in this is that you can easily appreciate this white line. So this is the thickened pleura. This thickened white line is thickened pleura. So this pleural effusion may be old. So if pleural effusion is present for some time, pleura become thickened. So in this X-ray, you can easily appreciate the thickened pleura with right-sided pleural effusion. In pleural effusion, the lateral side is higher towards the axilla. This is known as Alice S-shaped curve. So effusion is high towards axilla. In this X-ray, the upper border of the effusion is not S-shaped. So this is the X-ray of loculated pleural effusion, in which the upper border of the effusion is not smooth. Loculated pleural effusion. In this X-ray, you can also appreciate the loculated pleural effusion. This is also the X-ray of loculated pleural effusion. Now we will see the X-ray suggestive of pneumothorax. In this X-ray, this is a typical of the pneumothorax. You can compare both sides. Here on the left side, you can see these white markings. These are the bronchovascular markings. But here in this area is devoid of bronchovascular markings. So this is the area of pneumothorax. This marking is of lung border. So lung is compressed and pneumothorax is present on the right side with the absence of the bronchovascular marking. You can see these black area. You have to compare on both sides, so you can easily appreciate the area of pneumothorax. Here is the second X-ray of the pneumothorax. This is the lung border. This compressed lung, and here is this is complete right-sided pneumothorax. You can compare that here you can see the bronchovascular marking, these white markings, but here you cannot see the bronchovascular markings. This is another X-ray of the left-sided pneumothorax. This is the lung marking, compressed lung, and this is the area of pneumothorax. The mediastinal is shifted to the right side. You can see the tracheal. This is the tracheal marking. Trachea is shifted to the right, and right lung is compressed. So here on the right side, you can see the bronchovascular markings are quite prominent. Here also, this is the area of right-sided pneumothorax. This is the lung border. This is lung border. And here on the right, this is the area of pneumothorax. These two are the X-rays of the area of consolidation. This whole is the area of consolidation. In this X-ray, you can see the air bronchogram sign. This black lining. These are the black linings. Here also, you can see this is the air bronchogram sign, which are the marking of bronchioles. This is the X-ray typical of lung abscess. In this, there is area of water fluid level. Air is present on the upper side, and this is the area of fluid. So this is typical of lung abscess. Lung abscess may be tubercular or pyogenic. So if there is air fluid level, which is typical of the lung abscess. This is the X-ray. In this X-ray, you can see the pacemaker. This is the X-ray of bilateral pneumothorax. You can see the lung markings here. This is the lung border. Here also you can see the lung markings. Bilateral lung are compressed, and this in here in the upper zone bilaterally air is present. So this is the area of bilateral pneumothorax. So next in next video we will continue with some more abnormal chest X-ray. So thank you for listening.